Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry about my throat, but a little cough there. Um, the funny thing, I see Joe Biden's campaign people are complaining about Rudolph Giuliani, the president's lawyer, and they ask all the networks to ban him from television. Uh, well, as a former member of New Directions to the Joe Biden campaign, easier said than done. We've been trying to kick him out ever since he was the mayor of New York, and it didn't work. So your chances of doing the same thing to him now are like the same odds a long shot winning the Triple Crown. Not much. Uh, well, let's get that out of the way. Now, other business pertaining to New York City Transit. Well, apparently, some organizations have run to Governor Cuomo asking him to withdraw the 1,000 police that he recently deployed in the transit system, New York City Transit, bus and subway, to combat fare beating and other problems in the subway and the buses, where there's an increase in assaults that have been taking place towards passengers and employees. Apparently, the group wrote in the letter that the 1,000 police would result in more arrests of colored people for fare beating, and unlike what? Apparently, they don't seem to get the situation too well. First of all, even though fare beating is an epidemic highs in this New York City Transit, but then this is also a worldwide problem. Toronto, London also have fare beating problems. But fare beating arrests, in fact, have gone down because the district attorney's office, starting with the Manhattan district attorney, are not interested in arresting and prosecuting people for fare beating. So I don't know where they got the information. The only way you're going to get arrested for fare beating, if one, you have a warrant out for your arrest when they catch you, or two, you committed another crime while you were fare beating. Other than that, they're supposed to give you a summons and you go on your way. That's it. So as the district attorney office in Manhattan is about to spend $40 million in trying to find a way to combat the fare beating without having to arrest people. So I don't know where they got their information from. So apparently, this is like, how would I put this? It's like they just want to keep the status quo going and don't seem to care that the system is losing a lot of money. Don't care that the employees are getting assaulted. Don't care that New York City Transit is losing money on workman's comp for the number of people being assaulted and other passengers being assaulted. And recently, we just had a couple of high-profile incidents, like a bus driver and a conductor was splashed in the face with urine. A conductor on a 4 train was stabbed in 149th Street by a mentally disturbed person. Another conductor, I think another 4 train at 125th Street, got punched in the face. All that is costing the agency money. And not only that, since majority of the incidents were not caused by the employee themselves, they had to pay night differential as well. That's costing them and draining them money, because now they got to pay to replace the employee while this employee is out until he can return to work injury free. So they just concerned for all the wrong reasons. Like I said, unless there's a warrant out for you, if you jump the fare, there's no warrant, you didn't commit another crime, while you were jumping the fare or afterwards, they're not going to arrest you. They're just going to give you a summons. So I just don't get their thinking. And another news, the governor also told the NTA today, or it was in today's paper, that Nigga Day News, I want to see the signal system updated, up and running within my lifetime. I want to see it before I die, he says. Well, it's a possibility with the current TA president, Andy Bradford. It's a possibility it could happen. Unfortunately, the reason why it's taking so long for the CBTC, unfortunately, is when these contracts were signed to put these systems in place. You had a different leadership that just didn't care about how long it was going to take and how much money it was going to take to get it done on the cost overruns, because they think, oh, if we use it to cut employee jobs, it'll make up for it. Well, that's what Lawrence Schroeder's thinking must have been when he got the CBTC on the L line, and it was the first automated opto running train in New York City Transit. Unfortunately, it didn't last long because apparently when they did this, they did in violations of one of the rules, and they thought they could ignore the rule. The arbitrator told them otherwise. Since you didn't negotiate to get rid of the 300-foot rule, and you have a 480-foot train running opto, even with the computer, that's a no-no. So they had to abandon it. So all that money, research, and everything they did with it was a waste. And apparently that's what was happening with the 7 line. Until Andy Bradford stepped in and he told them, you know what, we need this done now or bye-bye. And you saw how quickly the contractor finished the job. So hopefully this new system will speed up the process and get all the signals updated a lot faster. He's supposed to be 5 in one shot and another 5 in another shot. You know, half the lines in 5 years and the other half in another 5 years. So, you know, you got the countdown clocks up already without the CBTC. So anything's possible. So this is how Kansas saying so long for now, and don't forget to stop. And to the Joe Biden campaign, well, I know you want to kick him off TV, but we don't need an FCC complaint. Okay.